Well, hey everybody. Now that the weather's nice, hey man, let's get outside even farther. I'm not too far from the house actually. What I want to talk about today are boundaries. Boundaries. Um, do we have them in our lives? Where do we have them? Do we set them? Do we change them? How does all that happen? What do we do with that? Um, why would I want to come out here besides just, wanting to be outside on a beautiful spring day? There's a really cool pond right there. I could do a lesson about what happens if we don't take care of the things that hold us back, like or the things we hold back, like a dam, and it gets a hole in it. I could do a lesson there. But today I wanted to come right here because of this white pipe you see right there. Yeah, that's what I wanted to come here for. Why? Well, because that pole is a boundary. It's a marker, actually, because as you see on that side, there's just a bunch of junk, a bunch of weeds, some trees. But on this side, sorry if that makes you dizzy, we have a field. So that pole that's right here is the boundary between where the farmer is supposed to farm and where they're not. Now, I wonder how many times in our lives, in yours and in mine, we actually have boundaries that say how far we will and won't go. I'll give you an example. Gentlemen, I'm always going to make you first. How far do you let your conversations and relationships go with the ladies that are in your life that aren't your wife if you're married? And if you're dating somebody, I guarantee you she's watching. How far do you let those relationships go? Ladies, the same can be said for you. How far do you let them go? Do you have any guy friends? Because I guarantee you, if the guy that you're with, especially if you're married to him, if he has anything to say about it, he's not for that. No such thing as guy friends, ladies. And gentlemen, are you respecting that lady? Do you have a boundary? What about with our language? Do you have a boundary where you say, I just won't go there? I won't go there. I won't cuss. I won't say this word or that word, or I won't say this around my children. I won't go there. Do you have a boundary? Do you have a boundary in a way with other people that says, I will only go this far? I will not let them do that to me. So I didn't plan on camping there, but I'm going to camp there just for a second, because that was probably one of the hardest boundaries for me. In fact, I don't know. I'm not going to find out because that's not my pole. I don't know how hard it would be to pull that up and move it. But if I took that white pole and I put it out here in the field, first of all, the farmer's going to know. And second of all, who am I fooling by saying that I have changed the boundary? I've changed where what I said was, I won't go there, but I moved it. I changed it. I said, it's okay this time, really. Now, I did that. I did that with my boundary on how I would let other people influence me. I said no more in certain areas, but then I did. I put that puppy in the ground and I said, you're not going past this area this time. And then I did. I moved the boundary. I said, well, not this time. Well, next time. Where are our boundaries in our lives? Where are our boundaries in our relationships? If you say that you're going to have a date night once a month, is that a boundary? Do you say that is absolutely what we're going to do? And then, well, we didn't get that this month, it's okay. You changed the boundary. You pulled up the flag and you said, I guess we'll get to that later or next month. Now, hey, I'm not for a life of perfection. Maybe we'll get to some videos in the future why that bothers me so much. I tried that. Didn't work so well. We're not God. Which brings me to the way I guess I'll wrap this little video up. If you are a Christian, if you are a believer, if you have allowed him into your heart and your life, he's already given you boundaries. You don't even have to worry about it. You just have to do it. And I have to do it. Will we? Because when he sets a boundary, he doesn't let us move it. We may want to move it. We may say we've moved it, but not in his eyes. Because you see, in that little analogy, God is the farmer. And we're only fooling ourselves when we think we've moved him. We say, oh no, it's out here now, and he laughs at us. He loves us, but he laughs at us. I've done that. How much different would our lives be if we honored boundaries? How much different would our marriages be if we let our partners know, if we let our spouse know? For you men, if you let your wife know. For you women, if you let your husband know. If both of you together tell each other, this is the boundary. This is what I do because I love you. What if we did that? As I thought about this message a couple days ago, you know, I mean, in the ministry that I do, I don't like to do weddings. I do a few. And I'm not going to get into why I don't like to do them, not today, but those are your vows, right? For better or for worse, that's my boundary. There's my pole. For better or for worse, for rich or for poor, in sickness and in health, I'm setting a boundary. And I'm setting that boundary in front of God. I've been in ministry for a while now, so I've had a lot of time to think about some things, and I don't ever get everything right. Not by any stretch. But what I will say is that if we pause long enough to really consider the awesomeness of God and where we fit into everything else, there'd never be a boundary with him that we'd cross. There'd never be a boundary that we tried to move. Never. I think that's the way it's supposed to be. But for now, for today, what boundaries have we set? Because there's one right there that says this is where you stop and you go no farther. This is where this ends and everything else takes over. All the weeds, everything. It's kind of funny, actually. Right underneath that pole, I didn't think about this when I got there, but right underneath it, there's a bunch of briars. Oh man, I can't make that stuff up. Big bunch of briars. I couldn't even stand beside it. I can't think of a better thing to say, and there is no better way to end this one than that. So that's my challenge to you this time. Where are your boundaries? Are you okay with that? Is God okay with that? That's a great place to start and end. Until next time, guys, this is Todd. See ya.